Happy Friday, boys and girls. Jeffery and Jeffery TV live on Memorex. Default route, default location. Happy Friday. This is day 12. It's a shame I can count how many days that I've worked since I've gotten back after my leave of absence. Eventually that'll go away. The days will blur all together and I won't be able to keep count. But as long as I can keep count, I'm gonna keep count, just for funs. I was gonna say, funs and giggles, just for fun. Anyway, today is we approve our time cards today, close of a what's it called, time period. And so Monday, I should get 8 more hours of PTO, which will bring my PTO up to 16 hours. Which is probably pretty good. I mean, I know it's damn good. That's why I can't leave this job. I get a day of PTO for every 2 weeks I work. I ain't messing with that. I get a day of PTO for every 2 weeks that I work, every time period. I get 8 point something hours. Now you see why I don't want to leave this job. Ever. Let alone the compensation, benefits. We ain't gotta go over. But anyway, that's why it was so important for me to come back, rehabilitated, feeling good, motivated about the job. And I was saying that I don't enjoy the job, but I'm enthused about it. It's definitely a positive energy in it. I really wouldn't quite say I enjoy it. Maybe because there's so many other things, or there's different things I can think of that I may enjoy more. But I definitely don't hate it. I was working yesterday, had a fairly good day yesterday, working through stuff, just banging it out. Staying off social media, staying off my phone, pretty much concentrating on work, and it felt good. It felt good. Now there's a few things I did in there because I wanted to start rendering a 360. I made a 360-degree video riding through downtown, or someplace I did it. Yeah, I think it was riding through downtown. No, I made a 360-degree video at my lunch, either last Tuesday or Wednesday. And I was wondering why that light was taking so long. The bus was coming. And when the bus comes, they like real sensitive about people being in the crosswalk or anywhere. When that bus light is on, they'll blow the horn, get you out of the way. So I didn't want to be crossing, even if I was walking parallel to the bus. I didn't want to be out there when they're going, because they let you know, don't mess around. But anyway, I made a 360-degree video on my lunch walk, and I wanted to export that because I wanted to export that in 360 format, which is probably, I figured, take, a long time. So I wanted that running while I was working. So I kind of popped over on another computer and got that going. And I exported it, but I exported it at the very beginning when I was still in the building. And I wanted to cut that off because there was other people on it and blah, 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 blah. So I ran it again. I went back over there and ran it again during work hours. Usually I try to do it during break or a few minutes I might have extra before I have to punch in for lunch. With the idea, and when I did do it, I didn't get a good feeling from it. And I like that. It felt, I ain't gonna say unnatural, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the feeling I had, breaking that idea or breaking that habit or that restriction not to do any work while I'm on the clock, available. once you become straight work, because it makes it a lot easier. Oh my God, it makes it a lot easier, and I still feel good. You can tell. I still feel good about work. Day 12. This is Friday. 2 days off. Probably need to do something. Would be nice to have a recording session tomorrow, even if it's just me and Mark, just to do something, set things up, go over a few things, just things I could probably think of doing. Putting it down, see how it goes. I may go home and listen to the last session me and him did to see how that made me feel. Because it was a time when he would come over and we would just kill it. And if Mello was there, we'd super kill it. Tony there too. Tony there, there'd be a little bit more stuff going on. I wouldn't quite call it contention, but Tony got his way. He wants stuff done. And I got my way. I want stuff done. And it's my house. But you know, he brings so much to the table that I gotta bow down and just not stifle his creative energy or his input. So, you know, we just let him do what he do. He get in when he don't want to. You know, we do it that way. Usually something good comes of it. Very, very usually something good comes of it. And quite frankly, I got so much recorded music that I could probably spend the next 2-3 months straight just going over it all, making songs and putting things together, cleaning stuff up and this and that. But there's enough to do there even if I don't have anybody else come in. And I also got a vocal synthesizer plug-in, Dreamtonics synthesizer 4, synthesizer 2 or synthesizer 4V, synthesizer V. It produces singers' voices. Sound pretty realistic, and you can program what you want them to say. Sometimes you can't get it quite perfect, but you can get it close enough. And you can change the tone, octave, the note. You can bend notes and put breaths on it and all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, there's stuff to do. There's definitely stuff to do without having people come over. But you know, people coming over is so much fun. I might say, hey man, you do a session, then if I do that now, I can tell Tony tonight that he can take his stuff to work, I guess, and come after work, and that's how we do it. I don't know how I feel. I just know I probably shouldn't be as lazy as I have been. And quite frankly, I don't think that I will be. I really do not think that I will be. Mr. Skell told me 203.0 this morning, which isn't horrible, but definitely could be better. Last night I got up and double dipped in the ice cream and finished up the cheese Danish, but I had my salad for dinner, salad and chips for dinner. So, you know, I kind of eased up on the calories there, even though there's a lot of dressing and meat and cheese and mushrooms. It seems when I ate my salad, my weight is more congenial to my liking. I had watermelon yesterday during the day. Small breakfast, very small breakfast. Incredibly small breakfast. My breakfast is so small, I took a picture of it. Meant to post it, and I think I did a couple times. Tiny bit. I didn't even think that much was enough compared to what I was eating 5-6 times that every morning. So, and then in the key kicker there, so I eat that little bit and I don't get full, I'm still kind of hungry, and I can drink water and take my vitamin. It doesn't tear up my stomach, just that little bit. I thought I had to put more in my stomach because I can't drink water first thing in the morning. My constitution don't like that. So I gotta put something in my stomach. I put a little bit of grits, a small piece of Polish sausage, Polish kielbasa, and go from there. Tomorrow, you know, tonight's Friday, so woo-hoo. And, you know, I'll be looking to allowing myself to be lazy tomorrow. And waking up, figuring out, am I gonna eat? Go back to bed? Am I gonna do this? Am I gonna do that? And which way is the day gonna go? Did I say what I wanna eat? Cause you know, gotta go over that. What I wanna eat, I want chicken, I want pizza, whatever. You know, that's the thing. What do you wanna eat today? Lay in the bed and just relax. Don't have to get up. Just kind of enjoy the quiet of the building and the day. Maybe cut on TV, scrolling. I can connect to my main computer and all my files and stuff and kind of look over that and quote unquote do work on that, you know, Saturday morning. There's no sports, nothing really to watch. And when I stop and think about it, I really can't think of nowhere I really want to go. I really can't think of nowhere that I would really want to go. You know, even if it's just to be going. I did ride up PCH the other day. I went up to my spot on Sunset where I usually stop, look over the rocks. All that's blocked off. There's no parking, no stopping there. All that's blocked off. And as I was riding up PCH, still south, you know, from Malibu and the fires, I guess, there was a structure or structures that were kind of burned out, and it was eerie. It was kind of eerie, and, you know, I didn't like it. I was like, I'm getting out of here. I don't, you know, it was, I guess the devastation, I don't know what you want to call it, even though it was all cleaned up. You know, you could just see the burned out buildings. And the stuff that didn't burn, like the concrete and steel barriers and steel beams, still kind of broken and twisted and burned. It was kind of shocking. I didn't like it. I was like, I'm getting out of here. I don't want to be, you know, stay out of people's way. I don't want to be looky-looing. I don't want to be out there, like in the way, basically, in the way. You know, people who live there need to get up through the canyon. I don't want to be causing traffic. I don't want to be in front, you know, messing with the workers. I didn't like it. I turned around, got out of there. I think that's why I went to Venice. Went to Venice Beach, shot some 360 video there too. The whole idea behind that is to hook my microphone up to the 360 camera. Like the lavalier that I'm wearing now, you get a better, much better quality audio sound. I wouldn't say professional, but professional-ish. Professional-ish in that you can hear the voice and it doesn't fluctuate as the mic goes from place to place. It stays at least steady. And these microphones that I'm using, I can't remember which component they came with, but they're better. I tested out the microphones and I hooked them up, tested them out. And this, I like the sound quality of this better than I like the other one. And I thought all mics, you know, were the same. But no, I looked, I said, that mic didn't sound as good as this one. At least the way I don't like the way it sounds. And I looked at it. One is a little fatter than the other. And that's how I can tell the difference between the two. So I can do that tomorrow. I can do microphone tests. That's fine. Wireless microphone test. Hook it to the transmitter to the receiver. Cause I even got one, and I got two of them with the fat barrel with the good sound. And I leave one at home that I use with my home setup, because the OBS computer at home has its own wireless mics set up, and that one is the better one. I paid a little bit extra money. I think I paid 100, 150, maybe something, 100. You know, I spent a little bit of money. I call myself spending some money on a wireless microphone to, step up. The one I'm wearing now, the Movo, I think it was like 70, 60 bucks. But it works good outside. The one I spent a little bit extra money for has noise canceling. And it built in, and it works. And it really works good. It sounds good in the house with the OBS setup and the filters I got. OBS, I think I got an equalizer on there, maybe a expander, compression, limiter. See, I could put all that on there. I might have taken it off. It even has a little boost. Or maybe not the boost, but I could turn it up to 12, 15. You don't like it loud. So I have that set up there. So it's a different microphone system at home on the laptop. I love all that stuff. You know that. Come on. I love all that stuff. Another thing I was thinking, all I do is talk about me. All I do is talk about me. I have no inclination to talk about anything else. I don't. It's sincere too. I just don't. There was a time when I did. There was a time all I talked about was religion and atheism and politics and race. There was a time when I was excited about it. I guess during the George Floyd overbear or overcorrection, during that time, I was irritated and I had something to say. I was like, this is going too far, y'all. Come on now. Even back to Trayvon Martin, how, people just saw the situation and jumped right on it. Without even knowing the facts, without even being there, without even knowing the facts. That part got me. I'm not saying this or that. The only thing I'm saying is, can we at least wait till we know what's going on? And the hands up, don't shoot thing. All that, how that propaganda was pushed out there to excite the masses and during that whole period. And now, the things, Trump got elected, America said enough is enough. And I agree with it. And the Democrats are pretty much totally destroyed. They got nothing. There's no leadership. It seems like they're just a rudderless ship on the sea. And I saw that a long time ago. They weren't really about nothing. And one thing you can say about Trump, he came in and did something. Whether you agree with it or not, he did something. Shook it up, broke it up, whatever. Something. And quite frankly, my 401k is doing just fine. Just fine. Yeah, I gotta get my taxes checked out too. I gotta get back on the list. I'm gonna have my taxes redone. Rechecked over from last year. All right, get some money, pull some money here, pull some money there. It's getting pricey to be alive. It's getting pricey to be alive. But I can afford it, and that's the bottom line. A lot of people might say, why are you complaining about how expensive things are? You can afford it. I can afford it because I complain about how pricey things are. I'm aware of it, and I keep my spending down, my overhead down to a degree. I have luxuries, meaning things I really don't need, but I don't have extravagances. I think I can put it that way. And I ain't been off continent in 3 years, maybe 4 years. I've been stuck a domestic traveler, though I've been traveling my ass off. Don't get that wrong. Though I've been traveling my ass off. Don't get me wrong. And you gotta start figuring for the summer. Summer, it's always stuff going on. Then Funkers Ball, Steeler games. Steelers play after the Funkers Ball that Sunday. They play in Pittsburgh. Might be able to pull that off. Go to the Funkers Ball, go there, and go to Ohio for my usual stay. That would be September, end of September. Okay, say, all right, July, when I come home, I think I came home June 10th. June 10th is when I left Ohio. I was there for 3 weeks, so 2 months. July, August. So August 10th is about when I want to go. But granddaughter is coming out here next week for a few days, which could kind of push it. So it'll be July, August, September. So I might be able to go till September. I might be able to go till September and go to the Funkers Ball, and after the Funkers Ball, go to Ohio. Or I can go to Ohio and go to the Funkers Ball, and hell, maybe we come back to Ohio and then fly back either way, you know? So it really doesn't matter, I guess. It kind of doesn't matter. But I did want to go to Texas for the mothership thing. I did want to go there, see Mr. Garrett Scheider perform. But it seems like Mr. Clinton booked a date on that same day. So I don't know how that's going down. I don't know how that's going to work. And it seems like that happens a lot, even though I was told that, you know, they don't do that and they can't do that. It's really the promoters who hit, you know, the band up and say, hey, you know, what about this day? And I think what somebody told me was Mr. Clinton ain't got to accept those days. Their management ain't got to play on those days when they, you know, something comes in like that. You know, maybe they do know that the Funkers Ball's on that day. Maybe they do know that Mr. Scheider's headlining the mothership org, and something comes in. Hey, you want to play this day? And they go, yeah. Where they could just say, no, you know, so that's how it goes. That's, you know, you never know. There go bikes and stuff over there. Ain't nobody over there. Somebody got their bikes and their stuff. Or they in the bushes. It's like 2 bikes over there. Look like somebody over there in the bushes doing what they do. Oh, we got toilet paper. Yeah, you see some nasty stuff out here. You see some nasty, crazy, demented, twisted stuff out here. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. I can make that light, but I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna not take a break, but take a rest. I'm gonna take a rest. Just kind of enjoy being stopped on this Friday. the way work's been going, it should be fairly, I'm not gonna say easy, I'm not gonna go there, but I should be able to handle it the way I've been handling work. And summertime, the work population is usually, well, it's summertime, you know, with family, school's out. And it's not like Christmas or over the holidays, but you may be able to notice a slight downtick in the frequency of tickets or whatever have you want to put on. Downtick in the how many tickets come in per minute or whatever. However you want to put it, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. So, another Friday. And this part of the Friday is kind of nice because I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating being at 7:50, being off work Friday night, how that feels when I finally log out, clock out, put down the laptop, lock it up, knowing I have no more work for a couple of days, and can just take a deep breath and sit in that moment, you know, just kind of, morning. Just kind of sit in that moment and enjoy it, anticipate it. You know, the little bit of anxiousness, whatever, anticipation, right before I go to punch out and shift in. Another Friday. I think about what I'm gonna do, try to look at things this way, look at things that way. And then get that black and mild thing going. Do I want to go somewhere? Do I want to pick something up? Do I want to go and do something before I do a black and mild? Is there anything I want to accomplish before I do a black and mild? You know, yesterday I made my salad and stuff before I took that hit and got all kind of, not groggy, but dizzy. You know, I get dizzy. That little kind of bring my metabolism down and be like, ugh. Sit in my recliner, kick them shoes off, woo. Get my food, my drink, remote. I switched the fans up yesterday. Put the heaters away, put the space heaters away, put the fans in place. I gotta get a fan. I gotta get a fan remote control. The remote control broke on the fan I got, and I need remote control because I can't have the fan too close to me. And I don't feel like getting up out of bed. So I'll go ahead and order me a fan with a remote. Small fan, small bedroom fan. Because I got a big fan, you know, in the living room. You know, kind of a 14-inch, 15-inch blade, 20-inch blade maybe, on a stand. And that's a remote. So I got to have remotes. I got the fan in there, I gotta like reach over, turn it on, turn it off. The way I got it set up under the table, it's hard to reach and get to. I ain't going through that. Call me spoiled, call me this, call me that. I ain't going through that. I ain't suffering through that. I'm gonna go ahead and order me a fan because I don't want the air conditioner on when I'm sleeping. I just could just like use like a little fan don't really need the full-blown air conditioning. So, you know, that's that. That's that. Yeah. Here we are. Here we are. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I think I'm gonna swing on y'all now because I really ain't got nothing left, I don't think. I mean, of course I got something to say, but you know how it is. I'll fire it back up if I need to. Anyway, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, for the funk. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed in any atom, in this or any universe that ever was, is, or will be, the totality of it all. Theory of universe. Hypothesis of all as one on this glorious Friday. My name is Jeffery.